Hey everybody, how's it going? Mike Wolf, Dream Achiever here. We are alive at 5, and thanks for jumping on. We're going to talk about the 5 steps to reverse engineer your goals today, which is pretty exciting. We're still in the first quarter of the new year, and it's a great time to plan your goals if you haven't done it yet, or revisit your strategy if you don't feel like you're on track. So if you're watching this live, go ahead and type live in the chat. If you're watching on the replay, go ahead and type replay. And also, we like to know where everyone's coming from. Type in, country, city, state. Let us know where you're coming in from. So we'll go ahead and jump right in because I don't like to keep these really long. I like to make it a good use of your time and valuable tips. So this goes along at a lot of tips. We're doing every day. It's what we're working towards. And so we're going to go for it. So 5 steps to reverse engineer your goals. Number 1, you have to set the goal. This is important if you don't know a lot about goal setting. Goals need to be specific, measurable, achievable, and have a time element to them. So you can set a crazy goal like I want to make $10 million by the end of the year, but if you make 20 grand right now and really don't have any way to win the lottery, it's not really achievable. Not to say you can't win the lottery and make it happen, but we're talking about more like business goals, things that you can work towards to reverse engineer your goals. So example, if you wanted to start a business now, set some goals for this year. Maybe you have what's called a BHAG, a big, hairy, audacious goal. You can set that track out there. So, your short-term goals, 1 year or 6 months, they build into that big goal that's maybe a 5-year, really large goal that's crazy. So, we're going to focus on the short-term goal. So pick a date. When do you want to have this at? And for my example here, we're going to use 10s because 10s are easy. I'm not going to say 12 months. That's hard to divide in my head, right? So just for the sake of ease of math for you all, we set the goal. So this is the first one. Let's say 10 months from now, we want to have 100 new clients. If that's your goal, then okay, 10 months from now, 100 new clients. Then we're going to reverse into that. How are we going to get there? What's the process going to look like? So if I need 100 new clients, what do I need to do to get 100 new clients? Now in sales, you usually have a ratio that you contact a certain number of people to set a certain number of appointments to actually have a close ratio with how many of those appointments you actually turn into a client. So if you're working on, you want 100 new clients, and let's say it takes you 10 phone calls or 10 contacts of some sort to get 1 appointment, and then it takes 10 appointments to get 1 new client, then you would need to make 10 appointments to get 1 client, right? So 10 appointments to get 1 client. Once you have that number, then you need 10 appointments to get 1 client. So if you want to get 100 clients, then you need to go on 1,000 appointments. And to get 1,000 appointments, if you're at 10 to 1, to get 1,000 appointments, you're going to need to make 10,000 contacts or 10,000 phone calls of some sort, right? So you get 10,000 contacts to set 1,000 appointments to get 100 clients in 10 months, right? So you can easily break that down as well. So how much you need to do each month in order to make that attainable? This is number 3, which is basically your DMO, your daily method of operation. What's your process that's going to get you to that? So you set the goal, you know what it's going to take, you kind of, you know what it takes to get there, and then we need to set the daily method of operation to make that happen. So 10 months, we need to make 10,000 phone calls. Basically, we're going to be looking at getting 10 clients a month. So if we're doing 10 clients a month, then you need to go on 100 appointments a month, and you need to make 1,000 phone calls a month, right? Or 1,000 contacts to set those 100 appointments to get the 10 clients a month. And if you do that month over month, it's basically inevitable that you don't have, or it's inevitable that you will have your 100 clients in the next 10 months if that's your goal. Breaking it down, reverse engineer it, and don't be worried about the outcome. Sometimes you're going to have better success than you think. So maybe sometimes it's only going to take you 5 contacts to set that appointment, right? So you've shortened your ratio a little bit. You made it better. Sometimes it might take you 15 contacts to get that 1 appointment, but the average, as it averages out for you, you know that approximately 10 contacts equals an appointment. Approximately 10 appointments equals 1 client. So we can get there, we back it up, and you want to evaluate your process. And I've heard it said this way: if you want to just kind of haphazardly go at your goal, since you've backtracked this, right? You set the goal, you know how to get there, you've looked at the operation that you're going to need to get there, and then you got to evaluate. You get caught up in the process, and then you've got to evaluate. So You can wait until you're 10 months in to see if you got there. That's called haphazard. You can check in at the halfway point, 5 months in, and see what your progress is, and maybe readjust at that point. You have a small percentage of really getting there and checking your progress. You can check on a monthly basis, right? Since we're looking at 10 clients per month, and at the end of the first month, do I have 10 clients? At the end of the first month, did I make, go on 100 appointments? At the end of the first month, did I make 1,000 phone calls? So you can check in on these things, and that's good. That'll increase your chances of getting to your goal. But if you really want to have, a higher chance of getting that goal, right, of tracking that daily method of operation, you should check in more of a weekly or daily basis. So at the end of each week, did I go on those appointments? Did I make those phone calls? Did I go on, did I get those new clients? And, if you need to readjust each week. And one great thing a lot of people think about, a lot of great leaders and salespeople say is every day at the end of the day, they reevaluate their day and say, did I do today what it takes to achieve my goal based on the numbers? Did I do enough? And you say, well, if I'm supposed to make 10 phone calls today and you made 6, did you do enough? No, right? Is it going to make the difference of you not hitting your goal today? No. But if that becomes a consistent behavior, then yeah, you're going to come really short at the end of 10 months if you've only made half the phone calls that were necessary to set the appointments to get the clients to meet your goal. So you really got to reverse it. You got to check in. And the more frequent you check in, the better you can, get your gyroscope back on track. So, and the side note is, on a mental note, if you didn't get your numbers today, you didn't make 10 calls if that was your deal, you only made 6, don't beat yourself up about what you didn't do. Look at tomorrow and say, tomorrow I'm going to be more committed. Tomorrow I'm going to make it happen. Tomorrow I am going to be a man of integrity or a woman of integrity. I'm going to have character, and I am not going to lie to myself. I'm going to tell myself that we're doing the numbers, and I am going to commit to myself that I'm going to do the numbers to prove myself a person of integrity, that my word has value, and I tell myself and I make it happen. So 5 steps to reverse engineer your goals. Set the goal, know what it takes, back into the numbers, know what activity you need to do, get caught up in the process, not the outcome. Just go with the numbers, go with the numbers, go with the numbers. Some will be better, some will be worse. And then evaluate regularly so that you can make sure that you're staying on track. And then that's what I got for you, my friends. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. As I always mention, give me a thumbs up if you thought this was valuable. Throw a comment in there. If you have an extra sales tactic or something for goals as well, please drop that in the comments. Other people check the comments and they appreciate further insights. I'm trying to keep these brief, as I mentioned. I'm just trying to drop some knowledge on people at basically a beginner level or a reminder level for refresher. But thanks again. My name is Mike Wolf, Dream Achiever. I want to see you succeed, and I'm going to drop one of these lives in here with some different tips every single day for the next 30 days. And on my TikToks and recorded videos as well, we'll drop different tips in there for marketing and inspirational quotes every day. So stay tuned. Follow me if you don't. Drop a comment, and we'll stay in conversation. Look forward to seeing you achieve your goals and hearing about the success. And hopefully I had a part in that. Bye-bye for now.